Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Modesty33 here, aka Crystal with a C. Back at you with another video, but if you're new to my channel, you just happen to click on, welcome. I try to put out at least 2 videos a week. I do sit downs, reactions, reviews, vlogs, a plethora of different things. So make sure you check out the prior videos on my channel, and if you see anything you like before you leave, make sure you subscribe. So you guys, it has been a long time since I actually filmed a reaction video, and I said in my other video that I filmed, because I filmed a few videos now, but I have been sick, I've been busy, I've been like so many things, so many changes. So that's why I only put out one video last week, and that was like the reaction video to Cloak Dagger season 1 episode 3. I intended to record another one, but then I lost my voice, so yeah. I guess you're just gonna look at my body language. I don't know. So yeah, I didn't record another video last week, so I'm just kind of getting back into recording because I'm just getting my voice back. So it's not completely all the way 100%, but it's good enough for me. So anyway, you guys, just a brief recap of season 1 episode 3, which was called Stained Glass. That was a really cool and creative episode. It just really kind of showed the different patterns that both Tandy and Tyrone fall into. Tyrone ended up going to like the little girl. I don't know the little girl's name, but she's so cute to me. But yeah, he ended up going to like the little girl's aunt, who's like a voodoo priestess. Ended up going to her and getting just some guidance about like what's going on with him, like why he feels like he's lost his way, and you know, these newfound abilities. So she was telling him he need to take a bath, and you know, he ended up taking that little dirty bath in the tub. Probably didn't clean it out. That's cool. But yeah, so he ended up doing that, and he took like a spiritual journey, and really the journey he took was through Tandy's mind and Tandy's journey, and then Tandy ended up doing the exact same, like ended up like kind of going through like Tyrone's state of mind. So that was really cool. Like it almost, I don't know, I'm a social worker, so it almost reminded me like of a 3D or an interactive therapy session. I don't know why that just came to my mind, but like just being able to like, it's really cool like to be able to see into someone else's mind and to be a bystander, and then just to kind of see the patterns that they don't see themselves. Like Tyrone kept doing the same thing thinking that it was going to produce a different result, and it never did. And again, that's like many of us in our lives, we keep doing the same thing over and over again thinking it's going to produce a different result, and it doesn't. So, but we don't realize that until a lot of times you get insight from somebody else looking into your situation from the outward, who can tell you like, look, that's not working. You need to try something else. And so that was the case with, you know, when Tandy was in Tyrone's head. And then that was also the case when Tyrone was in Tandy's head, to see that every time something bad happens, Tandy runs. And it's like he had to tell her, stop running, like you need to face it. So, you know, and then you saw Tandy like translate that knowledge that she gained like into, or like, I don't know if it was necessarily a knowledge that she gained, but from that experience, but you see at the end, she tried to face what had happened to her with that guy who she had stolen from, and he tried to like sexually assault her, and she tried to go ahead and like confront it, only to find out that they weren't going to press charges against him because that dirty crooked cop is involved in yet again another situation, saying that, oh no, it was a burglary gone wrong or whatever. So they doctored up evidence. So unfortunately, I'm not worried about it, because I feel like, again, the season is 10 episodes. I feel like we're going to see the boy again, and something going to happen to him or whatever. Something is going to transpire again with that situation. I don't feel like it's completely dropped, whether it's the cop who gets involved, the detective lady, which I don't remember her name, whether it is handled from that end, her finding out about this crooked operation going on inside New Orleans PD or whatever you call it, or whether Tandy and Tyrone like take matters into their own hands about it. So I'm not really concerned about that. I know it's going to kind of come back at some point. So, and then Tyrone and Tandy kind of confront each other at the end. They're like, yeah, we need to talk. So that was the end of the episode. So you guys, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get started into this episode. I'm sorry for the lighting. It is daylight, you guys, as you can see, but it is hard down, pouring rain. So that's why the lighting may be a little in and out. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get to this episode, and I will see you on the other side with my review and observations. Bye, guys.
all started with a bath.
Yeah, a bath?
Yeah, it was supposed to be cleansing with like root work and karma and all
Fizzy
that.
bubble bomb for the soul?
Yeah, something like that.
You fall for that touristy crap?
No, but the woman said it would point me towards answers. And it did, in a way. But I think they were your answers. And you didn't. Last time you stayed, and you fought back. You saved him.
Oh, that's impossible. My dad died the night of the storm.
So what does this all mean?
Or maybe he's not dead. It is Marvel.
I'm Slim.
No, you're not. Your mother made breakfast now. Sit down and enjoy it with us.
No!
Ooh.
Okay? I got things to do.
Why you being disrespectful though? You weren't disrespectful like that before.
I know this whole time you've been focused on trying to get our old life back. With the house and the money.
And the drugs.
It is not just about money. I mean, the money would be good. Really good. It's about your father's name. His reputation. Well, he was the hardest working person that I ever met. If there was a problem, he'd set out to fix it. Leaky faucet, global warming. Didn't matter. He'd break it down, understand the moving parts, and come right at it. So then, why did that rig explode? I have no idea. But I know it wasn't his fault. He was a scapegoat for a greedy corporation. They know that dead men can't fight back. So what's your angle here? Side piece, ambulance chasing, or are you just straight up everyday con man?
Con man's a bit of a sexist word, don't you think? I mean, girls can play too, right? I mean, I saw inside that bag. I started out as a public defender, you know. You're not perfect. Neither am I, trust me. But your mom, she's pretty important to me. So I hope you'll be patient with me.
Sometimes when I touch someone, skin to skin, I don't know. I see something. You know what? I will slice up those peppers.
Come over here, Dan. What's this man?
I'm not gonna lie. I can't wait to work in that new chef's kitchen.
Well, the contractor says 2 weeks. That probably means 3.
I also can't wait to carry you over that threshold.
You've earned it.
Tandy, you mind? Pass me the cilantro. Thank you.
Wow. Interesting.
Tandy, you mind passing me the cilantro? You must have done this before.
Wow. So the man ain't no he just drugging. He just drugging with your mama, but he ain't no con man. Okay.
You get to know people. That's how you get your cop, get your justice.
Well, what am I supposed to do? Steal his wallet? Take his badge?
No, but you should definitely find out who he is. Maybe go to the station house.
I can't walk into a police station.
Why not?
I watched one of them shoot my brother. On top of that, I'm a young black man in the South. They see me, they see a thug.
So then don't be a thug. Be a victim. Remember how I got this from you?
That's a good ploy.
Yeah. You lied to me.
I didn't just lie. I constructed a narrative and made you feel safe. I reeled you in. Just do the same. Look, Greg, if you're doing it for real, I want to understand it. Maybe help.
Okay, well, I've never turned down free help.
So what do you have on him?
Well, your mom, she told me everything she could about your dad's albatross. The rig off the coast that went haywire.
Yeah, I know it.
Well, anyway, Roxxon, they closed the case on it, but they didn't let it die. They kept feeding the beast. All for a pile of scrap metal underwater. Zoning permits, federal grants. Payments for those, they led to rally numbers, and those rally numbers, they led to a shell corp.
Seems like a lot of effort to keep a failed project. Why not just bury it with my dad?
That is the million-dollar question. Hannigan, somebody took his bike. You want to write it up? Yeah, okay. Yes, ma'am.
Already, I've been turned off. I'm like, listen.
Follow me.
They already act like they don't care nothing for you. Stolen bike. Get out of here. Keep it.
I think there's only 2 things you can do with ball cutters. It's feel something or break into something.
I didn't do either.
You expect me to believe that?
I expect you to understand when it's none of your business, Dad.
Don't tell your daddy that. Don't do it, Tyrone.
Come on. Right now.
Oh, shoot. It's made it worse.
Right now.
Why, Tyrone? Why?
What?
This all started the night we touched in the graveyard, right?
Uh-huh.
What happens if we touch again?
Get back for the big chief. Wild red hawks about to me.
Dad?
We gonna step real high on White Folk Street. Wild red hawks about to me. Spy boy on the sun, sharp as knife. Wild red hawks on proud tonight. I'm Big Chief Roland Duplantier of the Wild Red Hawks of the Ninth Ward.
Oh.
I got a mind to cut your throat myself.
Oh, shoot.
My hands wasn't so shaky. Where you been hiding, Otis? Been too long. Way too long, bro.
When we touch, shit goes boom. So the first question is, how close can we get to each other without triggering our crazy?
How are we gonna do that?
Close your eyes. Don't move. And no cheating. What?
That was nice. At first.
Hey, put that away.
What? I thought this was just one of the throwaways.
No, just give it here, son. Now.
You said most of these were unfinished. Maybe I could finish this one and march with you guys.
That's not gonna happen. Why'd you pick this one?
I don't know.
Was it Billy's?
He spoke to me, I guess.
It probably was Billy's.
That was your brother's.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no!
Let me check your privilege.
My privilege. I was just dropped off by a cop who told me that I can't press charges against a guy who almost... I've had a lot of things taken from me. And everything I have, I've had to steal because...
Because you can. You can walk into any room in this world and never be questioned. Try walking into a department store looking like me.
That's not fair because I don't
The world does. This whole country's trying to kill me every day. So excuse me if I can't afford to sit
Dang, this
around
is a real
and
cop
contemplate
right here, though.
You have your own death wish, choir boy. So how about you go to hell?
Oh, who does this? What is this?
Hold on. On an officer?
You again.
Yeah, I'd like to speak with Detective O'Reilly.
Hey.
Dreamer trapped by your desire turns you into...
Can't even learn that. This is aggressive. Excuse me, y'all. I'm still recovering from being sick. But this was a really good episode. I like the way again it was filmed and done, where you have like essentially the whole episode you have Tyrone and Tandy talking in the church, but and kind of trying to hash out what's going on with their abilities and kind of talking about their lives. And then on the side storylines, you do have Tandy with her mom and then Greg, and then you also have Tyrone with his dad. And so you learn a little bit more about Tyrone's dad, his history, and then you also learn a little bit about this guy, Greg, who is dating Tandy's mom, but is also married. And Tandy touches him and learns his hope. So, he does eventually hope to settle his paperwork and get divorced like he's supposed to do. Let me put that out there. But after he does that and goes through that process, he hopes to marry Tandy's mom and, again, be a part of their lives. So Tandy starts working with him and discovering more about Roxanne and what's going on with them. And I kind of knew that this was going to happen because, again, if you have a company that's going to throw Tandy's dad under the bus, or, in the lake essentially, and, defame, just basically like defamation of character of his name, and again, just kind of, put him to blame for like everything that whatever happened with the oil rig, then clearly this company is got money, number one, but they have secrets that they're trying to hide. So Greg digging in and trying to find out something, like again, this threatens the company. So like that was shocking to me that it happened so soon, but I felt like something eventually was going to happen to Greg or Tandy or her mom for digging into Roxanne. So clearly Greg had to have been onto something for them to like put a hit out on him and kill him, because Tandy's mom has been like trying to work with different people and go through and trying to find out what happened for years. For like 8 years since this happened, and no one has really gone after her, I guess because, she's a drunk, or they can like really diminish her character and, probably have some stuff on her that they can use, to again minimize whatever complaints or whatever she's trying to file against them. But Greg being a lawyer and maybe being able to pull some strings, that was more threatening to them. So they killed the man. That was really, really crazy to me. So you did see that happened. And so and then Tandy and Tyrone get into this really heated argument at the end, especially when Tyrone finds out that like Tandy has contemplated suicide, and he's like, life isn't that bad, this, that, and the other. And like Tandy's like, well, no, your life isn't that bad, you got 2 parents, life must be hard. And he's like, well, you got white privilege, you can walk in and you can steal whatever and nobody's looking at you. They always look at me, the whole country's trying to kill me. And like both of them were really like telling some real truths though. But like, I feel like, from a racial aspect, not racist, but racial aspect, like Tyrone, like definitely, and I don't know what the climate is, or, what he's dealing with as far as New Orleans, but you see that Tyrone is a black man in a predominantly like white school, like white Catholic school. And so clearly he probably feels that sense of like segregation, or he's very cognizant of of his skin color and how he's perceived, probably more so, I would say more so than if he was in probably like a predominant black neighborhood. I don't know. I don't want to make that like, I don't want to just say that as a blanket statement, but I'm just basically saying that I feel like he's very self-aware of the racism that really exists, being predominantly again in a white school and trying to fit in with a particular group of people. So that was like a really like, wow, like crazy type of like statement and dialogue for them to share, and especially like Tyrone being like 16 years old and being able to express such a very strong sentiment, and that's really my point of it. But yeah, like that was like a really like heated conversation. And then at the end you see Tandy try to kill herself with chains and a rope. I'm like, who does this? Like she had like, I guess like my thinking is too, I'm like, why did she choose to do that in particular? Like to try to drop herself in, the river, the lake, why did she try to do that? And she clearly had pills and stuff, but I don't know. I'm not saying one method of, trying to kill yourself is more than the other one. I'm just saying that line of thinking to me just doesn't make sense. But I guess, if you're in that mindset, like, you're not the most rational. So I'll just put it that way. But yeah, I'm like, I that just was very random to me. But, it was good that, again, like, she had the dagger pop out, so she was able to come out of the water, so she did not kill herself. And then it looks like she's starting to get some type of control over it, because she was able to go back to Greg's office and get the files out using the dagger. So that was really, really cool to see as well. So, yeah, I really enjoyed this episode. I really enjoyed the way these episodes are written. It was really good to watch and very entertaining. So I look forward to seeing more of it. I don't know if I'll have time to watch another episode. I'm probably gonna have to go. So you guys, hopefully I'll be able to get this one uploaded into you guys. But if you enjoyed this episode, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you comment below. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode. What was your favorite part of this episode? I don't know what my favorite part is of this episode. I just really enjoyed their dialogue, Tandy and Tyrone. Like, all the moments in the church and their dialogue with one another, I really enjoyed that. I think that was, like, yeah, probably my favorite part of the episode. And I did enjoy, like, learning more about Roxanne and, like, kind of Tandy and Greg kind of putting the pieces together, because I'm curious too, like, what are they hiding? Like, what's really going on with Roxanne? So I think that is very compelling to me as well. But yeah, I look forward to watching the rest of the episodes and seeing what's going on. So again, you guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel. You do that again by hitting that red button below and hitting the bell next to it so you're notified when I do upload future videos. Also, make sure you share this with anyone else who enjoys reaction videos to Cloak and Dagger Season 1. So again, guys, I thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.